me through, I want you to take me through what you're working on.
Making sure I'm not like all
Lines are critical for you.
like getting more out when I take it back.
Yeah.
Like
Not twisted around.
getting this shoulder like up under my chin. And then not like that, like that.
On play.
Yeah.
So I think it's good. I think the biggest thing that you've done, that we've helped over the last couple months, is you kind of understanding what you're working on and why, and also when you monitor yourself, how to look at it, right? First thing I noticed watching your club and just watching your swing was how much better the club face was, because it used to have so much twist and shut, right? So go ahead and hit one or two, and then we're gonna, then I'll film them, and we're gonna do some stuff for setup as well. One more. Hold on real quick. There we go, right there. Go ahead. All right, so come on over here. Let's look at this. Come on, we're doing this on. So if you look at this, you go here, and you go. Right? So I think your posture's pretty good. I think you're leaned a hair to the right. See how you got a little more pressure on your right foot. So we're gonna do a little stuff with the balances to get you balanced out. Fraction towards your heels, so I'm gonna get you just a smidge more balance. But overall posture, your lines are dramatically better. We still see just a tick of your left, teeny bit of your left calf, but way better. Hips aren't near as open as they were. That's beautiful for you. Right here, you lift a fraction, but that's amazingly better than where we were, how crossed and shut it was, right? And if we look at it from this view, it's pretty good. I'd like to get you a little more structured at the top so that the club is more there instead of that extra runoff. I think that extra runoff is like, that's where you get a little out of sync.
Yeah.
And then I think that's why the club still comes a little steep. So let's work on structure and shallowing it out of the top a little. Is that good with you? Mm-hmm. All right. So go ahead and go to the top. So, right? So I think you want to feel a little bit of this. And I think you want to feel like your right arm is stretching more away from the ball at the top. So, or more away from your body. So the width between your hands and your sternum, as you go back, should stay the same. When you get here, it would actually reduce that, right? That radius gets more narrow. And I mean, not that you couldn't become a great player with some of that, but I think in general for you, if you feel like that width and that stretch, there you go. See, that's perfect, right? Now go, do one slow to the top, right? There you go, do one slow and to the top. that square. Now, unwind with your lower body first. Perfect. It's not a good lesson until we shank one. Does that feel weird? To the top. Slow, perfect. Down, unwind lower body first. And I think if you can learn, so look at that video, look at that up there in the screen. You'll just be able to see it here, right? You look at that. Right, so see your right arm's a little more in front of you. Your left arm's in better position, face is perfect, right?
Yeah.
And you also see how you're kind of sat into that right hip more, correct? And then from there, look at that versus that. And that's where we're trying to get to. That's beautiful. Look at that. Right? So, I think part of it is doing those freezer drills, you know, we call them, where you go to the top, you freeze, and then you unwind, right? And learning to do that until you find it solid. And then we're going to do some stuff to kind of clean up your footwork going through. So go to the top, perfect, lower body first, hit it. Excellent. I think when you're going through, just like you want to stretch up at the top, I think you want more stretch and structure at the finish. I think you tend to cheat it, and you can just hold your arms over there. So go ahead and do that again. Go to the finish. You go make a swing and hold your finish. Structure and stretch. Do that again. Without a ball, obviously. You don't want to kill me on New Year's Eve. All the way to the finish. There you go. There you go. Good. Do it again. You got this. Yeah. Does that feel weird?
Yeah, it does.
You got to turn more to get your ass there, though, don't you? Do that and hit it. Do that. Show me that. So structure, it's symmetrical, right? I don't use big words like that all the time, like you learn that shit in high school. But look, you want stretch and structure here, stretch and structure there. You kind of want to start thinking of it matching your backswing and your forward swing up. Okay? So go ahead and do that. Hit those, not crazy fast, kind of what you've been doing, and let's learn to find that solid. Way different. Way different. That feel any different?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stretch and structure going back. Yep, good. Awesome. Awesome. Stretch, there you go. Structure at the finish. Awesome. One more of those. We're going to look at it. So the turn into the top, the stretch and the structure. The freezer helps you sequence it coming down. And then the stretch and structure at the finish helps you turn all the way through. Perfect. Come over here and look at this. Wait till you see the difference here. So you got this, there we go. So you look at it at the top. So you see the difference in the structure, right? See how your right arm's kind of pushing it out more, right? And then, here's what I like. Club's a little bit less steep. And you go here. Shit, that's not what I wanted. Look how much more you had to turn to do that. And look at how much taller, less collapsed, more structure, all of that, right? Mm-hmm. And if you look at it from the face on.
Now I remember through it.
Right? So look at that. You look at that versus there. So you're able to rotate more. And I think that the rotation going through improves from a couple things. I think when you're better at the top, I think when it gets this way and it gets that where it runs on, and then I think what happens then is you're always trying to get the club back in front of you. So I think you go first with your upper body, which pitches that club too steep. And then that's what makes you stall and get that little bit of funky shit going through. Whereas if you're stretched and structured, then you can let everything turn all the way to the finish. Same deal. Stretch and structured, both ways. Perfect, go. Yeah. That's awesome. Awesome. And then for, one of the things we're always trying to do with you is to help you figure out, like when you're down there, like how to practice a little better because you're on your own. And I think if we started there, so like that ball went 94 yards, right? So what I would do is I would keep going at that speed with the pause and at 10 yards at a time. Let's see how far we can get it where it's still pretty damn good, right? Yeah. How far did that get? That even went a little further, that was like 20, 30 yards, but still pretty damn good, right? Again. Right, so stretch and structure both ways, pause at the top for sequence. Right, and that went 120 something, I added 10 yards to it. How far did that go?
13. That's way off.
Yeah, but look at the, so you look at that from a face-on view, you're more turned behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the difference at the top. That's massive, huh? Right? I mean, pretty big difference there. What do you feel different in the backswing? Like, what's it, other than me telling you to stop and all that, I mean, do you feel difference?
I mean, it just feels like longer, but like out.
Out. I like the out. I like the out. Now, do this drill. Put this under your that left foot. We've done it before. And the key here is to give you the feel of the stretch. And what's trying to stretch at the top is your right arm. You're not just trying to stiffen your left. You're trying to push, create that width. You're not going to hit one and you bust yourself in the nuts or something. right? So go to the same deal, go halfway. Now, from there, I want you to try to push the band away from your nuts, right? And I don't want you to like unhinge it, but just feel that right arm push away. There you go. You feel that?
Yeah.
Good. Again. Good. Good. One more. Stretch and structure. Push. There you go. Two more. Beautiful. One more. Attaboy. Now throw the band down and make it and go with that feel. Could you feel it more with that band? Like it's hard. You got it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why, like, over time, we've talked about your grip and your grip's got better. But that pressure point's so important because if your hands are all fucked up and you don't have anything to push against, right? You want me to send you back to the cabin in the woods?
No. That was no.
Stretch, structure, go. That ball was hit there. What was that distance?
19.
Yeah. Right, and I'm gonna, you go ahead, I'm gonna pull up the, keep going, I'm gonna just pull this up so we can see the ball flight. Keep going. Stretch and structure at the top. Now, hair faster. So how far did that go?
35.
No. Keep going. I actually thought that ball might have gone a hair longer than that. That was right. Shit going on. These are better, bud. Thing ain't steep and swipey anymore. Yeah. How far did that go?
48.
Now, what's your normal distance for a 7-hour? What would be where you play at?
Like 75, 76. Like just normal.
I mean, so you're creeping up slow. I mean, I think that.
Well, yeah, and that's what the pause is actually.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I'm gonna film one in a minute, and I want you to see it with the pause. It isn't the pause like you feel like you're sitting there drinking a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
right? What it is as much as anything is it's a change of direction. You struggle with the change of direction because you get your arms run past, you go up, you don't get wound as much, and then you're trying to create speed, so you go upper body down. So we're trying to get the club to go last, right? And then from being wound, trying to get your lower body to work first so that it sequences. I mean, it's not as big a pause as you damn feel.
Yeah.
Right? But like, I want to get you to where you can hit shots in sequence this distance on the golf course. Square your hips up a hair more for me. Good. Go. Yeah, I mean, that's how you fucking play golf. So, I mean, that's 155, 50-ish, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Again. Hair faster. Square your hips a hair more. Good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So watch.
Contact's just-
Huh?
The contact's just in there on the face.
That didn't look crazy,
Yeah.
right? Again. Get that, now look, to get that contact better, you gotta turn more to your left, okay? Going through. More stretch and structure going through. That had to be better contact.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
How far did that go?
50.
Yep.
It's just a little bit off the toe.
Okay. All right, so you can't go that fast on this one. This your busting ass, right? So I want you to hit me some little shots. And on the downswing, slide the foot back, right? So that's gonna keep your pelvis from going in, which should help the toe shots, help you stay in your posture a little bit, right? I think you still get a little steep from the outside. That's why that ball gets a hair toe, even though they're better.
That?
Yep.
Like as I'm coming
Uh
back.
huh. Shit, yeah. Yeah. A little bigger. Go all the way over there. Kick it all the way. Make a backswing. Start down. Push that foot back. Let your arm stretch, get over there. Come on, you can get over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall over. I can get over there.
You,
I'm gonna be on the floor.
if you're gonna fall, it's because you're not stable enough in that left leg. You gotta finish over there anyways, right? Come on. Feel weird?
A little bit.
Good, do it again.
I'm on a disc.
Huh?
I'm on a plastic disc. It's a little bit.
Where's the contact on that face?
I don't even know. Let's do it all.
That was more solid.
It's in the center of the foot base.
That was. See?
Progress.
Do one more of those. Well, I'm gonna show you why you're doing it. I know you think I'm crazy.
A little bit.
Last one at 24. Don't end it on a bad thing for me. Come on now. I put off beer and wine drinking to get through this lesson today. Come on now.
I promise you.
You did bring me a good bottle of wine. Come here and watch this. Huh?
That was awesome.
That was
So
awesome.
in the center of the foot base.
See? So watch this. Hold my beer and watch this. Right? Better structure at the top. Huge difference, right? Now watch this. Look at where the club's coming. Any better?
Yeah.
So here's why it works. You're using the ground better. See how your knee hasn't jutted in? See how when your knee juts in,
Yeah, I do.
that makes the shaft stand up, and that's what hits it off the
Oh,
toe.
that's why I was on the little disc. So when he would do that.
Now look at this shit. Come on, babe. Come on.
You might know what you're talking about.
No, don't let it, let's not get carried away. So now, see how much closer to that line that shaft is?
Yeah.
Right? And then if we go here, right? And you see how much more upright the shaft gets going into it? That's why you hit it off the toe, okay? So we're learning, jump over here with your disc. So we're learning to get structured. And when you push off of this, you're going lower body first, right? And your foot's not coming in this way, right? So you're staying in your posture, and you're going in your tip. Okay? Do a few more of those, and then one or two more where they're solid, and then hit some from pausing and feel that way. Center, but off the bottom probably here.
Yeah.
Go more over to your left. You gotta get over there more. I know, because you're not used to doing it. Now kick the slider away and feel that same structure, right? Same footwork. So when you go to the top and stop. So here's why that works, right? So push off your right foot to drive your hips. Feel that?
Yeah.
You wouldn't push off that foot and go like that, would you?
Yeah.
Be humping a goat or something in there. I mean, you have been up in the hills of Kentucky for a week.
That was the whole thing one time when you last week we stole a goat.
Like what?
Yeah, it's all like goat farm.
Stole a goat. Kids are crazy. What the hell are you gonna do with a goat if you stole it? So did you feel the pushing off the right?
Yeah. So I didn't feel like I'm gonna like do that.
Yeah, you wanna feel like, so you can add this to it, right? This would be the transition from that to this.
Yeah.
Right? Put your heel up, put your foot up. There you go. So, right? So now you're going to the top. Now you're pushing off that pause and then push. This is the, process of how you work through this. Right? You don't have to put it quite up as much. That board maybe, there you go. Come on, same deal. And you just feel like you push off it. Yeah. That's better.
Over there, but that was set up like this.
Right. And look, a little bit of this is helping you refine the motion, giving you a few ways to do it. And then you go out there and go, so you'll find the ball solid, then you'll add speed, and then you'll learn to match it up and put it on line. Right? But that thing's coming down totally different. You got a freaking shot from there. Right? There you go. Push. Yeah, bud. Shit. Square your hips a hair. Good. Awesome. One more of those. Phenomenal. Come over here and watch this one. Let's see if we know what the hell we're doing. So it probably won't be as good as with the slider. I love where that is at the top.
Ooh.
Better though, isn't it?
Right, yeah, that's where we started.
I mean, look at the difference there versus there, right? And you see the difference in your foot versus where that knee's coming, right? And you look at how much more space you got. Look at the difference there versus how much you stood.
Yeah, looking like.
Right? Yeah. So that's why you're finding the center of the face. Keep going. So your job is you got 3 drills basically, 4 maybe. You gotta keep hammering that back step.
Yeah.
And we gotta learn to get that stretching structure. Then, I like the pause drill, then a slider, and then the board, right? And you just work through your reps. You just do 10 and then hit some full shots. 10 and then hit some full shots. And just learn to do it. Awesome. Awesome. Better?
Yeah.
Add a little speed to it. Great. That was tits. That was out of the center.
Yeah.
Right? How about that?
Yeah.
What's that feel like?
Feels really good. I mean, it's out of the center, so yeah.
How far did that go?
35.
All right. Faster, a little harder. Still pause, but harder. Turn more going through. Huh? Where was that, toe?
Yeah.
Push more with the right. There you go. Better?
Yeah. It's 50.
So we got 15, 20 more to go, right? Keep going. That was pretty good out of the top. You moved the board actually even. All right, now kick the board away. Awesome at the top. Had to be better.